Okay, this is my CMX cleaning car. I bought off of the internet. Okay, here's the point. Okay, this here is the fill valve. This here is a control valve. It drips into these troughs, and you put whatever pads you want on here. Sandpaper, whatever you please. Okay, this here coupler's got to be modified to hook up with the Batchman series. The wheels are, I believe, stainless steel. Now you put these copper tabs on. That gives you contact points to the wheels. Solder wires to it, run them up, put a switch in for the DCC system because it's constant track power. Cut the hose adapter piece off. Okay, now what you end up with is this brush cut open. You want to leave some plastic here to hold the brush in. Take the little spindle piece out of the top and put in an electric motor and turn the belt inside out so it runs smoother. This is an absolute perfect setup for these trains. When you run over switches, it actually lifts very easily because of flex, the way it's hooked up, which is back here. All I did was take one of them round couplers and I put 2 holes in it, drilled it, screwed it. Leaves you a flex so it can bounce when it's hitting something hard too. You can use any chemical in this tanker, but it does not move debris. Now it does. This is an all-in-one series. I push this around the tracks. You do need a very heavy train to move this. It does work extremely well. Here is a pad that I took out of it, or I took off of it, and I ran it around 3 times on a Batchman track. This is a Polaroid pad, and 2 black marks you see there is from the tracks. That's 3 times around my tracks, and I use regular fingernail polish, not acetone. So that gives you an idea how good a car this actually is. The trucks are spring. They are sprung trucks, which is another great feature to this. Those old ties are there just to hold the pads up while I was working on this. It took me an hour to build this. The electric motor inside of that, you get out of a printer. It moves the cartridges left to right. It is the perfect motor for this. It runs on 24 volts also, with no problem. I guess I'll spin it up for you guys and show you how good it works. Try to keep in mind, you always want this running opposite of the track. As you see, my finger's in it, and it isn't stopping that motor. That's why you want the flex. See how it's bouncing? It doesn't get hooked up and burn up. Alright, see if I can find something here to throw on these tracks to act like a leaf. Well, this is soaking wet, so I don't know if this is going to work. It's actually pretty heavy and wet. I just got done using it, but we'll give it a shot. Yeah, it's too heavy. It's extremely heavy and wet. You know, it's not going to work on that. But they sell these devices on eBay for $85, similar to this, and it just wasn't worth it for me to pay that. So I wanted to build an all-in-one system. It does work very well at the higher voltages, though. It works very well, better than what it does at regular voltage. I would suggest using a higher voltage. Oh, you can also put this on battery power as well, which is a very cool option. But as you can see, I can hit the switch here, shut it down, turn it on, and you want it running reverse polarity from the train, so when it's pushing it, this is spinning in reverse. You gotta keep that in mind when you're building this. That is very important. I can't find nothing here. It's like a leaf, but I've ran this into the leaf piles, and I can reassure you it does an excellent job. If you cut this right, up in here is a hard piece of plastic, and it lets nothing come up in. I've had leaves stuck in that belt, and it just chews them up and throws them. You know, here's a piece of wire, for instance. I mean, this is all I can find. You know, as you see, it throws it right out of the way. You know, and I'm moving slow with it. I ain't pushing fast. Alright, well, that's my video. If you got any questions, feel free to ask. I'll be more than happy to fill you in on it. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe. I'll have more coming to you later.